Hi, I'm Paris, and I think I'm a little too old to be truly addicted to my phone, but I have found I've been spending too much time answering the siren call of the beeps and tones and notifications that want to pull me into this world by telling me what's going on here is more important than what's going on here. And not just more important, but more entertaining, more amusing, more validating. For me personally, I would say the number one thing my phone is doing for me is making me feel informed, then entertained, then validated. They may be in a different order for you, or maybe there's some need your phone is fulfilling that I haven't thought of here, but I'm going to put 3 polls up in the corner of the video here, one after another, to ask you to choose the number 1 most important thing that your phone is providing for you, then the number 2 most important, then the number 3 most important. We can get an idea what everyone's thinking. Now, I estimated that I was spending about an hour a day doing things on my phone that I didn't really need to be doing, and that thinking about it, I decided I'd prefer to spend that time doing things in the real world. And I'll put a poll up in the corner asking you how many hours a day you spend on your phone doing things that you don't really need to be doing. They might be fun, but they're not especially productive. I've noticed for a while now that when there's something that I should be doing, but I really don't want to do, it being the middle of February right now, it's the taxes. I tend to put it off, and suddenly the things on my phone seem to be much higher priority, going through and checking out the Instagram feed, going especially for me onto the news app. After turning in a few things just a little late last year with the taxes, I said this coming year, 2020, I'm going to have everything done by February 15th. Today's February 18th. I've done the things that had to be done by this date, but I still have so much more work I have to put into it. Now, what brought this all to a head was my phone. This is a OnePlus 6S. It finally got the upgrade to Android 10, so I knew it was going to do a big change of the phone, and I thought this would be a good time to take off all the apps that are wasting my time on the phone and have it nice and sleek and fast and empty for it to do the upgrade and sort of start again with my phone. So I uninstalled, and uninstalled everything that I haven't used in a while, everything that I use too much of. I wanted to pare this down just to what I really need on a phone. Pretty much a device for communication. So having it work as a phone, text messaging, and messaging apps. I wanted to get rid of most everything else. So I went from having 5 full screens of apps to just about 2.5 screens now. I got rid of half the apps I had on my phone. I also took out that window that appears on this side if you slide over, and it gives you sort of newsy things that they think you might really be interested in. Oh my gosh, was that tempting, and was that hard to take off the phone? But this is my 3rd day now of having a relatively boring phone, and it's finally starting to work. I turn to my phone when I'm feeling like I don't want to do something else, but there's nothing fun to do on here. So I either go and do that or go and do something else, but I'm doing something and not just spending time sitting with this. The number 1 time-consuming app for me on my phone was the news app, and I don't know minute by minute anymore what's going on in the world, and I'm finally getting used to the feeling that that's okay. If I really need a news fix, I can open up a browser and go to a news website and read the news there and then close it when I'm done. I don't have things popping up and sounds occurring telling me, hey, there's important news you should be following, get on here and read about it. And really for me, reading is the thing. I had a job, 25 years ago, where I worked at a gaming company doing technical support. So we were on the phones all the time, helping people with their game problems, updating the knowledge base, answering emails, all of that. But when there was a lull, we didn't have calls coming in or emails waiting to be answered, we were supposed to be playing games, because you get more familiar with the games, you're better able to help the customers. But I occasionally got talked to by our group manager because when we had free time, I wanted to go and read things online. And I was told, hey, when you're at work, you should be playing games. I know that for younger people today, that probably sounds like a dream job. But for me, the internet was still pretty much new in the late 90s, and there was so much to learn about. So much was now out there that you could access and read about. And that was my dream come true. And at work, we had fast internet, unlike at home where it was the AOL dial-up, where they'd give you about 5 or 10 minutes before they'd throw you off to let some other people come on and use the internet. Or worst of all, somebody would call and disconnect your modem connection. Next up in time consumption was the social media apps. And though it is nice watching what's going on in other people's lives, I'd like to have more stuff going on in my life, so I'd rather spend the time doing the creating here than just the observing of other people doing the creating. I never posted that much on social media, so I sort of felt more I was, what do they call it, a lurker. So I'm watching everyone's lives go by and I want to add some stuff to my life. Then come the puzzles and quizzes and games, which I downloaded with the idea that, well, they'll help my mental acuity and they'll keep me sharp and, make me think about things. But all I need to do is get out to the dining room table and spread all the papers out and dig into filling out the 1065 partnership form and issuing the K-1s and getting all the taxes done. That's not especially fun, but when I'm done, I have a pretty good headache, so I know it's making my brain work. If only they could make an app that turned doing your tax return into a game where, you could, every business deduction you could find, you would shoot it up when you had all the little sounds, ding, 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 as it fit into place. And you just issued your 1099 on time. You get to pick a new avatar picture and advance to the next level. I'm not against people finding a way to make tedious things more fun, but boredom actually does serve a purpose and people aren't bored anymore. I spent a lot of time being bored as a kid, but that drove me to go and do things. Go find something to read, go find something to do, go call somebody up, go visit someone, go to the playground, see what's going on there. Whereas now, people don't usually get bored because you have your anti-boredom device right here, so you're willing to stay in a state of sort of reduced mental activity and certainly reduced physical activity while you're doing all the phone stuff, so you never get bored enough to go out and do something else. So for my own good, I decided I had to make my phone less fun. I had to put away the bright lights and the beeping sounds and the notifications popping up and telling me there's something very exciting happening somewhere else. If I keep chasing every cute meme and the latest challenge and the latest fashion, I'm not going to have any time for me. So however many hours a day you said your phone consumes, if you make your phone less fun, you can get those hours back to spend on whatever you like. I managed to change my diet and lifestyle over the past year to lose 60 pounds and improve my health, so I have confidence that I'm going to be able to get past this, but we'll see, and I'll update you soon and let you know. See you on the next review.